OnePlus launched the OnePlus 12R in India with a price tag of 40,000 rupees. And let me tell you straight away that this is a very good phone for the price. But yeah, there's always a but. I have some concerns about some of the choices made by OnePlus, which I'll talk about later in the video. But let's first address what's new compared to the OnePlus 11R that launched last year. OnePlus is continuing the tradition of bringing last year's Snapdragon flagship chipset in their R series phone, and this year the 12R is packing the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. We ran benchmarks such as Antutu, Geekbench and 3D Mark, and the scores are pretty good. Gaming performance is also top-notch. There's 90 FPS support in BGMI, 120 FPS in Call of Duty, and a new Hyper HDR option in Genshin. The phone handles everything pretty well. There's no major throttling happening here, and the phone remains cool even after long gaming sessions. Apart from the processor, the display is now upgraded too. It comes with a 120Hz 1.5K LTPO curved AMOLED panel that has a peak brightness of 4500 nits. Yes, this is the same display as OnePlus 12 with resolution being the only change. There's HDR and Dolby Vision support on Netflix. It can be used with wet hands or in rains, and the in-display fingerprint scanner is placed slightly higher to make it more comfortable. By the way, I also noticed that the stereo speakers on 12R are clearer and louder compared to 11R. You'll also see a lot of upgrades in design. For starters, the frame is now metal, which gives the phone a premium feel. And even the camera module now has these sparkly effects. The back glass is protected by Gorilla Glass 5, the buttons feel much more tactile, the alert slider is back on the left side, and there's an IR blaster at the top. The phone is also protected by an IP64 rating, which is always good to have. OnePlus also bundles a color matching case with the phone, but within 2 weeks of usage, this is how it looks. The phone weighs 207 grams and packs a 5500 mAh battery, but the weight distribution is really good. By the way, this is the largest battery in any OnePlus phone. It also charges quickly with 100-watt Superbook charging, but it lacks wireless charging. I got an SOT of 7 hours plus easily, which is crazy good. Speaking of the software, OnePlus 12R comes with Oxygen OS 14 based on Android 14 and will get 3 major OS updates. And there is no bloatware here. All that is good, but I do have some concerns about some of the choices made by OnePlus, so let's talk about that. First of all, there's no upgrade on the camera front. OnePlus 12R cameras are the same as the 11R, so naturally you cannot expect a lot of improvement here. But the HDR is better in our testing with good portrait shots and better edge detection. But when we compared the photos with Nothing Phone 2, Nothing shots look better with more details compared to 12R, but when it comes to the night shots, OnePlus 12R came on top. For the front camera though, it's decent. Here you can see some of the samples. When it comes to videos, 12R can shoot 4K 60 FPS in the main camera, and it is sharp and OIS does a good job. But the front camera is limited to 1080p 30. My second concern with OnePlus 12R is that the base variant comes with UFS 3.1 storage, while the higher end variant comes with UFS 4.0 storage, which means that there will be a noticeable difference in app loading and game loading speeds in base variant compared to the top end. Plus, the base variant has 128GB storage, which is not ideal for 2024. I think OnePlus is probably using the same motherboard that they have used in OnePlus 11, and that is why the RAM and storage are identical. But when we compared the 11 against the 12R for benchmarks and gaming, we found out that the 12R was running way cooler than 11, and that could be because of the new vapor chamber cooling system that they have added. In fact, that is the same cooling system that they've used in their flagship OnePlus 12. And lastly, when it comes to connectivity, the phone comes with the latest Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 5.3 and also NFC. But the USB-C port is still USB 2.0. Like I said at the start, OnePlus 12R is a good phone that brings a lot of upgrades over 11R while keeping the price same. Of course, the cameras are unchanged and the base variant still comes with UFS 3.1 storage. That aside, there's absolutely no phone that comes close to OnePlus 12R in this price range because of the clean software experience and good software support. That's it from my end. If you have specific questions about OnePlus 12R, drop them down in comments and we'll answer those. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.